Folks, it only gets better for us in our positions where we stand. Now, as you know, I've been trying to get hold of this 130 project list that's been withheld from us for quite some time, and I've gone to the people that are supposed to have had this list and I've asked for it, and my response is pretty much I need to be more involved in the project to gain access to it. Now, I've gone over them, I've done a bit of digging, I've done a little bit of research, and I found the list. So have no fear, here is the list. And the list isn't 130 projects, it's actually 71 projects. And each one of these projects is still working on the Classic net. And as you can see, we've got Talus Protocol down here. I know Talus Protocol because I've worked with them before. Metagloria have their NFT projects on there. And yeah, they're pretty good. They did fix my jammed auctions recently, actually. I noticed that. So kudos to them if they are listening. Now, folks, this has been withheld from us for quite some time. I don't know why they felt the need to withhold this from us, and I'm unsure why they wouldn't just give it to me. And if they do have a list of 130, I would really like to see the extras, but this is 100% all of the projects according to Smart Stakes analytics tool that are on the chain, okay? And each one of these, okay, folks, has links, as you can see, to everything that they're on. So if they're on GitHub, it has their GitHub. If they have Twitter, it has their Twitter. If they have Telegram groups, it has those too. Now, as to how you get on this list, I don't know, but it's pretty accurate. And like I said, the fact that this has been withheld from us for so time is just weird. Why would you withhold a list of projects that the community can therefore go and judge for themselves and go, well, hang on a minute, there are still projects on the chain and it's not dead, and we do have utility there. And what I've been saying to people time and time again is there's so much utility on chain that can't do anything because they relied on a system built on an algorithmic stablecoin, and that part's just gone. We don't have that right now. But what we do have is proof of staking, okay? And we can build from that. And a lot of these projects, if they're laid dormant, are now going to be in a stage from the 26th onwards, likely, where they can rebuild fully. And I know Talus Protocol, Talus Art, have thrived. I mean, I've sold NFTs on there and then burnt the revenue. Metagloria has NFTs on there where they've sold some of their NFTs for charity auctions, burnt 50%, which is quite a lot for them, seeing as in they're developing a game. I would like to see Metagloria get on this list, and people like Deploy Starship get on this list, LUNAPunks get on this list, because they are projects that are on chain. So I totally get that this list could be bigger and just ones that aren't actually on here. So I'm going to do a little bit of investigating over the coming days, try get in contact with Smart Stake and actually find out how you get put on this list, and if there's a process you need to go through and things like that, if you need to be doxed or whatever. So folks, see this as another huge win. I'm going to leave a link to this in the description. There'll be Twitter posts made on this for you, and you now have full access to at least 71 of these projects that are still on the Classic net. It's monumental in my opinion. Now, moving over to crypto bubbles, and I don't really use crypto bubbles too much, and we don't tend to look at the broader market, but we should. Now, as you can see, the whole market's been going through a severe dumping stage, and Bitcoin has, dumped. And this is on a 30-minute chart, as you can see. And a lot of people, I put out a post today, and a lot of people are saying, well, you know, we've gone down because Bitcoin's dumping. And I mean, if we was following suit with Bitcoin, I'm pretty sure our dump would look more like this instead of looking like this. Now, as to why this is happening, don't know, but I don't believe it's Bitcoin doing this to us, because we've held our position quite well throughout quite some time of Bitcoin doing drastic dumps. Now, this whole situation at the moment with the Terra Classic blockchain is we're in a period of respite, of rest, like I keep saying, and the 26th is going to change a lot of stuff, and it's going to, like I keep saying this as well, you need to picture it as a giant clock, right? And someone's jammed something in one of the main cogs, and because the big cog is jammed, none of the little cogs around it can move. Nothing will do anything, nothing can happen because the big cog's jammed, right? On the 26th, we unjammed the big cog. And if you didn't know that was the date, you can come to LUNCPenguins, you can come to the dashboard and you can see this on the screen. It's going to be there straight away for you, all of the tickers. Now, it's very important for you guys, if you are holding LUNACLASSIC, to make sure that you're aware of this date, because things start to change. The jam gets taken out of the mechanism and the mechanism can start ticking again, so to speak. Now, going over to the burn volume, it's looking really good, but at the same time, we're burning lots of coins, right? And we are burning lots of coins. In comparison to our supply, we are burning quite a lot of coins, and I'm seeing that same question over and over again. Why is the price not pumping? And it's because of the simple fact is we can burn as many coins as we like, but it's not going to get us to where we need to be. It's going to help our market cap as a whole not be limited, okay? So in a sense, we're limited by our market cap, and yes, we do need to burn, but without utility, without use case for the coin, we're just going to sit on it. The volume's going to crunch lower than it is already, and it's just going to be a big, slow death spiral. Now, I've got another good surprise for you folks. We're going to be embedding chart systems into this website, so you no longer have to go and rely on CoinMarketCap or wherever you look at the charting system. We're going to get a live charting system up for you folks. So you pretty much have the final piece, I would say, to the kind of tools you need here. The only other thing that's missing is a projects list. And guess what? This is getting added on Monday. Okay. We just got to pretty much put it into our own format and get it slapped down. And guess what? We will be allowing projects to join this list. They will just need to go through the correct process, and if we see your project as not obviously an issue, if it's not scammy, if it doesn't look like a rug, or your contract is not solid, so to speak, then we're obviously not going to be listing your project, because there's a risk that you could, you know, do something to the project. So yeah, I always like to see projects that are totally, wholly, solidly truthful and open and transparent as much as they can be. So yeah, big win on this one, folks. This has been well held from us for quite some time. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I hope you got a lot of information from it. And I hope you go out and utilize the LUNCPenguins website and this list you now have of all of the projects that are on Terra Classic. Stay safe out there, folks. It's absolute mayhem. It only gets worse as we get closer and closer to that staking date. I'm already seeing staking scams, so be careful. Thank you so much for 9k subscribers. I really can't stress that enough. I worked it out. We're just under 4 months old, and it's such a huge milestone. And without you folks, these channels are nothing. You created us. You made us what we are, and just you trusting us is huge. So we appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one. And like I always say,